Welcome to my YouTube channel and the first of many videos where my approach is to share with you relationship advice centered around breakups in more of a conversational manner, as if I'm there with you. Relationships, especially the time following a breakup, is one of the worst things that we can go through in life, but I want to reassure you that I'm here and that you're not alone. So here you are, broken up. For whatever reason it may be, your ex has told you that they no longer want to be with you. What do you do? And what should you do? I strongly encourage that you do your best not to beg, cry, or plead to change their mind. And even if you did, it's okay. Instead, immediately agree with the breakup and go into no contact. And if you're not aware with what no contact is, no contact, to summarize, is immediately following a breakup, you will no longer initiate any form of contact with your ex. This is not a manipulation tactic to win your ex back. The purpose of no contact is to allow your ex to live with the consequences of their actions and gives the time and space you need to reflect and work on yourself. There isn't a timeline to no contact. It's indefinite. So this is pretty much forever. I know that at this point in time, all you can think about is getting your ex back. But I promise you, if you at the very least do no contact, I can guarantee you that your chances of getting your ex back will significantly increase. And remember that no contact is not a manipulation tactic, and you shouldn't tell them that you're going into no contact. I'm also sure that you're flooded with negative thoughts and emotions, and you're beating yourself up a lot. You're asking yourself things like, I wish I could have done this better, or if I had just done this, if I had just been more patient. You're essentially bargaining with yourself, and you're asking other things like, do they still love you? All this toxic thought. And unfortunately, guys, you're really treating them as an object of your love, and you're not really being respectful. You're not treating them as another human being with needs and wants as well. So remember that something wasn't working in your relationship, and that's why you're here. You're broken up. While in no contact, the time and space you have alone really will help you understand and assess why your relationship ended. Remember that you can't control your ex or what they do, but you can control what you can do. And you can start with no contact. You can work on yourself. Work on everything that they've complained about. Whether it's professionally, moving up the ladder or going back to school, developing a new skill or hobby, getting yourself back in shape. That's one of the crucial things, especially following a breakup. Get yourself in shape. I can guarantee you it'll make you feel better and make you look better and good overall. And if your ex comes back, they're going to be amazed by how much weight you've lost and how sexier you've become. And that's really the whole point of no contact. No contact helps you get yourself back. And when you do get yourself back, you'll most likely get your ex back. And I want to remind you guys that remember that you're good enough. You're not a lesser person just because your ex chose to leave the relationship. I believe that at any point in time in our life, we are always the best versions of ourselves. Whether we personally believe it or not, you are good enough. And you were good enough to attract them initially. And although you may have done some things to have caused them to doubt you, you are still good enough. I think breakups are one of the best things to happen to us because it tells us that something isn't working. And I like to think of a relationship as a type of dance, like a duo. If you or your partner falls out of harmony, the relationship suffers. And, a few times is okay as long as communication is there. You can dance that dance together. But if one of you fall out of harmony and one or the other or both of you give up, or you just cannot, get in sync, instead of forcing someone to continue to participate in this dance with you, you work on yourself, fine tune and polish yourself instead. And when your partner chooses to walk away because they've either given up on you or they continue to doubt you, make them regret that decision. Work on yourself. Either they'll regret it and return and apologize and say, I'm sorry, I thought otherwise, or you will attract someone new. Either way, it's a win-win situation for you guys. And what I love the most about breakups, especially in the early stages of no contact, is although you are going through a lot emotionally and your anxiety is very high, you learn so much about yourself and you grow. And that's what I love, is I love growth. And in lieu of my dance analogy, I like to treat a breakup as a rehearsal until you get to the final act. One of the coaches that I follow, his name is Coach Rory from the Love Chat. He is a phenomenal coach, and he uses this a lot. And it really is so. Breakups remind us that we're humans, that there was something that was broken. And sometimes it's not for us to fix it. It's for us to learn from these life experiences. And it'll better you. Either your ex comes back, and they break no contact and they reach out to you and you are able to reconcile, or you learn from this experience and you move forward with your life and you find someone new, someone better, someone who will be able to make you happier. And I want to remind you that you are good enough. You're not alone. And that everything will be okay.